Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Sports Factory podcast. The AFC Championship, the NFC Championship happened yesterday. A lot of things happened. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I call all of it plot. All of that, what I saw, was complete plot. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm gonna talk. We're gonna start off with the AFC Championship. Um, that game. I'm gonna tell you the main takeaway I got from that game, and I don't know what y'all think, is that Patrick Mahomes, he may be the best player in history. I'm gonna tell you, real best quarterback in the history of football. Now, not the greatest. We not there yet. You got to win some more championships for that. But like, if you look, when y'all said this is the easiest road, and this is why I told Casey I do not want to play the Chiefs. Y'all said this is the weakest the Chiefs have looked. The Chiefs just beat the Dolphins, the Bills, and the Ravens. I don't know if any team in the NFL can go through that gauntlet and win all three of those games, especially two of them on the road. I don't know if they can do that. So I'm gonna tell you, if that's the weakest the Chiefs are, then I don't know what hope do we have. Like, what are we talking about? if that Baltimore Ravens team cannot beat the Chiefs, that Ravens team has the best defense probably in the last 10 years. That defense is stacked. That offense, Lamar Jackson, MVP, their running game did not show up yesterday, but they running game, elite running game, all of this. If that Ravens team that literally, if they won and they won a Super Bowl, that probably been one of the greatest teams ever. If that team can't beat the main character, then who can? What hope that I say this. This is what I said in the chat. I say everyone in the AFC, they all got the 2010s Western Conference plot. That's all they got. There's a bunch of Rockets and Clippers and Thunder. And hey, Mauricio, I'm sorry. The Spurs, when the Warriors got the Spurs, I know y'all boys when Kawhi broke his stuff or hurt his ankle. That's the plot they got. A bunch of really good teams, but when the chips happen, when it's like big time games, bro, they don't show up. Something happens. It just looks stupid. Like, look, did y'all watch that game? 12 men on the field. Why is there 12 men on the field when the play, like, it's the first play of the drive? Like, I understand if it's like the couple plays in and then, you're trying to do a substitution. It's literally the first play of drive. Why is there 12 men on the field? This is a well-coached football team. They got all these penalties. The stupid roughing the pass. I tell you can't beat the Chiefs if you have if you extend their drives with penalties. That is the number one way to lose to the Chiefs. Javion Clowney hitting that man in his face. What's wrong with you? Zay Flowers taunting. What's wrong with you? What is happening today?
That's why I thought they lost the game. Zay Flowers, man. What such rookie mistakes, and understand like he was in the heat of the moment, and it was the emotions was brewing. But the fact is, you've been struggling to move the ball on this team all game, and you get a big play, and you get it all the way to the 4-yard line. Like, you don't need to taunt them. Like, you can say something, but then you got to get back. But you took it a little too far. But then you made it up, and then because you don't like on the 19, you caught a ball, and then receivers need to start learning. Ojo Cinco said it best. Like, you don't need to show everyone that you're the man on every play. In my opinion, because it happened to us, the Cowboys this year, like CD stretched out when he got plucked out, and it was a touchback. I think when it rolls in the end zone, it's a stupid rule, but hey, like, and then what did you say? Why you down playing?
He said, "Why you taunting? You down? Why you taunting?"
I'm talking about
exactly why. Yeah, he's right. Why are you taunting when you down? Like, I don't get it. I mean, I know it was a big play. It would have shifted momentum a lot. It would have made like a 3-point game. And then you're a running team. You on the 4-yard line. I don't think the Chiefs stopped you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just little plays like that. If during the season, you would have got you'd have been able to get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a regular season game, and we can come back and correct those. In a one game, win or go home, you cannot have little things. You got to be disciplined, man. I'm sorry, you got to.
You can't, man. You can't. Like, those penalties is literally facing New England all the time in the postseason. Like that, you just know, like, you can't do certain things, and the worst things to do is have turnovers and extending drives with ridiculous penalties. Those are two literal ways you will always lose the dynasty plot. I'm gonna tell you this Mahomes run we talking about, and we'll talk about the Ravens shortcomings, but I'm gonna tell you, you got to give credit to the greatness of this. Mm-hmm. He has as many playoff wins as Peyton Manning does.
Already.
with 10 less losses. Peyton Manning is 14-13. Mahomes is 14-3.
That's wild, bro.
It's insane, man.
I think I'm literally saying it. I think he's the MJ and LeBron. He's on that, like, you know how when we were growing up for like 10 straight years we kept seeing LeBron in the finals. He's beginning to be that football version of that, because I don't think people understand how difficult it is to go to the Super Bowl to begin with. It's win or go home. It's basketball is more individually impacted than football. It's like, because you can have a great game, but if somebody else can, like Zay Flowers can literally you can fumble. Like, there's so many things that could go wrong in the game of football. So we are witnessing greatness with Patrick Mahomes, honestly. Ladies and gentlemen, we have never seen something like this.
He the main character. When I say he the main character, I don't know. People be thinking I don't know if people think I'm tripping when I say he. Well, look at the wins he has. Like, look at the last 4 games or 5 games. Forget the Dolphins game. He faced the Bengals last year in the AFC Championship. What happened? The man pushed that man out of bounds. They getting that penalty to get the field goal to win. What happened is the Super Bowl? What happened? My man holding in there in the game. They get that field goal to win the game. What happened against the Bills? People dropping. Josh Allen's missing reads, and then my man Stephon Diggs, all-pro receiver, can't catch a ball.
Wide open.
And then Tyler Bass, I'm telling you, look, that man kicked in Buffalo for years. I swear. I look at that. It's not like this is new. This is not a new thing. He's not a rookie either. A 44, not 60, 44 yards. That man went wide right. That's literally the 2 worst words Buffalo ever hear in their life. It went wide right. And then in this game, I mean, they finally get some momentum. The offense terrible all day. Finally get momentum. Zay Flowers fumble right before he score. I look at that. I'm like, I see. I like, why is this happening? Why is this keep happening? Why is this stuff keep happening?
It's like you're destined to lose, man. It's like it's destiny. Like nothing is stopping it. It's like it's like a fictional story. Like it's like an anime. Like, he's meant to be here. You're like, it don't matter like how strong you are meant to lose, and
that's why I didn't want to play them. I know. Look, Lamar Jackson has his playoff issues, right? I wanted us to play him because there's a better chance of those playoff issues coming up with that rest and that rust, right? That was a better, and he in the first half he was mid, and the second half he went off. Okay, that was a better bet than facing the main character, because I know you give me 10 times of playing Kansas City, I'm losing every time. I swear I'm not winning that. I'm not winning that game. Buffalo, Josh Allen, the Bills are like the Rockets, straight up. Rockets, Warriors. I don't know. Y'all tell me, what is the Ravens like in this? What Western Conference team? Are they the Clippers? Are they the Thunder? What Western Conference team is the Ravens? Or even East, if it's the East team that loses LeBron on
this year, or like
I'm talking about in that 2010 era. I'm talking about in that 2010 era with either LeBron dominating the East or the Warriors dominating the West. What team reminds you of this Baltimore Ravens? A team that has an MVP but always falls short, or a great player and always falls short.
That young Thunder team, Westbrook, KD, Harden. It reminds me of that team. Very, very dangerous, very deadly. When you finally get over the hump, you still can't get it done. It's just
it's the Raptors.
The Raptors.
Yeah, I mean the Raptors plot was terrible, boy. But I don't know. Y'all tell me, bro. Who plot look worse, Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson? Who plot look worse?
Josh Allen, and it's not even close. Not even.
I'd say Josh Allen. I would say Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
But yeah, I think because Lamar Jackson, like the last 2 years, you take a break from Lamar Jackson because he got injured, right? So we didn't know. It's been a while since we've seen that. But Josh Allen every year is just like.
Yeah, there's always some BS with Josh Allen. Like,
it's always some BS with Lamar too. It's the same position group. The receivers. It's always something with the receivers. The first time when they had the number 1 seed, receivers can't remember how to catch. Everyone dropping the ball.
And they're going crazy.
Then we finally get a catch. We finally got a receiver, big game, and he just loses his mind. Like, he just crashes out like after the catch, and it's like, man.
But a big thing, a lot of people were blaming a couple of people of the loss for the Ravens. They were blaming Todd Monken and they were blaming Lamar, right? And Zay Flowers as well. But Todd Monken, because they ran the ball on 2nd and 3rd down 4 times the whole game. that is crazy that you are literally. I don't know. People try to get cute. I don't know. When you in the playoffs, bro, you gotta do what you best at, bro. Like second and third down, if you ran the ball 4 times, you're the Ravens. That's what you do. Like
I understand it, but the defense, the way they were playing them, they were like daring them to pass. You know what I'm saying? And I was loving the deep shots in the end. So I was like, I knew they was gonna come back because it's just one of those when you're fighting, like when you're boxing, it's just one of those left hooks to keep you honest, if that makes sense. So like they kept whenever like the Ravens, it worked later on in the game. First and second down, you think we're gonna just do a simple like run, counter, trap. Okay, let's throw it deep on you. Oh, I got something to say about you, Smitty. It's okay though. It's just haymakers to keep them honest, because they just playing. I think they're playing too deep. You run on that type of thing when they load in the box, and it's just one-on-one on outside. I mean, we was hoping we had a good enough receivers to get open. Odell, I'm so glad he didn't come to the Cowboys. He's washed, man. He's washed.
They said Odell Beckham Sr. was cooking that man Lamar.
Yeah, he needed to chill out because his son is not like that no more.
What?
It's like he's definitely wide receiver 3 in this era, man.
I mean, I was definitely I was rooting so hard for the Ravens because I can't stand another like these Chiefs Super Bowls be ruining me. But like I don't know, when teams play, there's the AFC quarterbacks like the Herbert, Allen, Jackson, Tua. You would say those are the upper echelon of the AFC quarterbacks, right? All of them boys plot terrible. You know that? Only Joe Burrow is the only one I don't say got bad plot because he overachieved in terms of expectation. He went to the Super Bowl in the second year, AFC Championship third year, got hurt this year. You know what I'm saying? So he don't got bad plot. We still APB. We'll see what's up with him. But for the other bro, everyone else, like I have to put CJ. You gotta be the one, bro, because these boys can't. They can't get it done. I mean, I said, Josh, get it done. He failed. Lamar, get it done. He failed. I got rooted for Brock Purdy. Come on, bro. Like it's
the AFC, y'all fucked. I'm just keeping it honest. Y'all fucked. Like for you, because like this is what I said. The Chiefs. This is the weakest the Chiefs ever look. I'm saying it's for the back. Right? I mean, this is the best defense they ever had. Props to them. Like their defense is going crazy, but this offense, they don't have any guys on their sides. Kelsey and but Mahomes is just so great, and he's just like the fact that I don't think he had a bad year. Honestly, it was just these. I was saying early on in the season, he's putting the ball on the mark. It's just these receivers are dropping the ball. We got Tony don't know how to line up. We got
stay hurt, bro.
No, like, Tony got something to say about that though. Tony,
I heard it. Yeah, he was complaining, talking about he ain't really hurt.
He ain't really hurt. He said, "Hey,
whatever they doing, you can go and book your trip to Cancun because like they literally just got to the Super Bowl without you, my guy. So this you're looking very expendable right now.
But he did his job in that last Super Bowl. Because when you on a dynasty plot, he did his job in that last Super Bowl.
I think he's a potential receiver either. He just do boneheaded shit. Like you can't do boneheaded. Like I can't. We're at the pro level. You shouldn't be making third graders mistakes. Line up on sides, Tony. I'm sorry. Like I don't. We're in. Let's just say if we was in this game with Baltimore. Say if Baltimore scores and now Mahomes got the ball. We all know what Mahomes going to do. But if you rob us of it because you off sides, like come on, man. You need to like. It's just the little things, and then he I think he got a drop problem too. So. He's gotten his own. He has a lot of potential. He was good in New York. He was very dangerous in New York. Man, I don't know if he's gonna have a job next year. To be honest,
he don't have a ring this year.
He's gonna have a ring.
I know that. Look, go ahead, Mauricio. Go ahead.
I was just saying my takeaways from this game is just the fact that they only put up 17 against the Ravens. Yeah, it kind of worries me going into the Super Bowl. For them. And I mean, we'll talk about it later, the Super Bowl matchup, the preview, but no, I think the Kansas City Chiefs, I mean, it's plot and Lamar is just,
the plot.
It's tough.
It's tough. Well, he didn't play well, bro. It's simply, he didn't play well. My man threw the triple coverage. I said, dang. Triple. That man Isaiah Likely fooled that man. That man said, "I'm open." I like, but why you fall for that? That man clearly closed. That man as close as possible.
If you put it over the top,
more
shoulder, he could have made that.
Do you want to test that? Do you want to test that?
Likely did,
but yeah, it's triple coverage.
Likely did get pushed off his route at the end too. Like if you saw, it ain't gonna call it. No, I'm just saying like so. Even if he put it over, he would have got rerouted.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I just need the receivers to step up. I need time. That's the thing about like I took away from these two games. The timely mistakes, like the small timely mistakes. It happened in the next game we finna talk about. Like my God, they had like
that's a fun game, boy.
Well, yeah, that was a.
I can't wait to that game. I'll be honest, game. I can't wait to get to that game.
And then here, like you just can't. Like Zay Flowers, we're like when we're in the process of trying to create our own momentum, we can't mess it up at all. We gotta be perfect, you know. And you were perfect. It's just you gotta do it in between the whistles. Like
we got John. Let's see John's take coming in. Hey, John, what's up, man?
What's up?
All right, so obviously, we talking about the game. Smitty is in here having a good time. Obviously, he's about to have a good time. In this next game we're gonna talk about. But yeah, tell me your takeaways. Ravens, Chiefs. I said Mahomes maybe is the best ever, but
yeah, I've been saying that.
But he's not the greatest yet. He need a
he
want a couple more.
He the greatest and the best. But well, I got a couple takeaways, and I guess you can see by how I'm moving that I'm about to say some wild stuff. Number one, let's give a shout out to the Chiefs defense and the OC because last week they made Josh Allen run the ball and not throw the ball deep. And this week they took away Lamar running. So that DC, like whatever he's doing, he's great at his job. So let's give props to that.
Hold on. So the Dolphins had the number one offense. He held them to 7 points. I think the Bills, they had a top offense. I forgot like what level. He held them to like 10 points.
20,
well, so, yeah,
24 something like that.
And then the Ravens had the number 4 offense. He held them to
10 points.
10 points. So he's
Spagnola.
But when I was watching that game and I was looking at Mahomes, some of them throws, because my cousin was texting me, and he was like, because he don't want the Chiefs to win because everybody hating on them for whatever reason. He texted me like, damn, he a basketball fan too, so he, he's seeing these plays. He just texted me like, damn, Mahomes he just too good. I'm like, that's true, bro. Like Mahomes, some of them throws he's making yesterday, like he's just on a different level. And Lamar, bro, you never had a chance. Sorry, it's unfortunate. I was going for you. I was rooting for you. I said in the last pod, if you win, it can't be by 3. You got it's gonna have to be by 10. Because I mean, in the late game, Mahomes got the ball. If it's a one possession game, ain't nobody really beating Mahomes like that. 2, Andy Reid is getting carried. That boy Mahomes is just so great. Look, he's getting carried. He's getting carried by the defense. You just said they held him to 7 points. They held him to 10 points. They held him to 20 points.
They got no. That's crazy.
Him and Mahomes, they are carrying this man. And I forgot my third point. Them 2 points are so crazy.
Is it crazier than that last point? Because
was it about like a player? Was it about like Lamar? What was it
about? No. The NFL, you know how like in hockey you can fight?
Yeah.
In the NFL, they gotta implement that, like on the sideline. You should be able to swing off on your players. Like you should be
that's kind of crazy.
On your teammates, bro. Because ain't no way Zay Flowers getting back to the bench and everybody not beating them up.
I know who wanted to fight. Kelsey and was it Roquan?
No,
Roquan crazy though. Roquan crazy.
They was going crazy.
I mean, Kelsey definitely taking the heel.
No, I'm not talking about. No. I'm not saying from opposing teams. I'm saying your own.
No, but hitting your own player crazy though. Hitting your own player.
Zay Flowers when he fumbled that. Come on, bro. When Dan Campbell when he went for it twice. Come on, bro.
You hit your player.
Ain't no way they ain't want to.
I gotta take on that.
When he threw the ball.
That's who Who that be happening to? Who gets the beneficiary of that? It's Tom Brady, Mahomes. I told you, Brady Mahomes has been to every AFC championship since the last time the Jets made the playoffs.
Yeah.
The Jets have the longest streak without making the playoffs. And Mahomes and Brady been every AFC championship since then. You see how ridiculous that is? Yeah. It's literally you have to face the main character to get to the point. You can't get past it. It's ridiculous.
I mean, they contribute to it too.
You know what I mean? Like, definitely getting them Brady calls.
Brady was just cakewalking through that division. Oh man, oh my god!
But look at Mahomes' division. Mahomes' division, caca too. Mahomes division.
But they got Justin Herbert in that division.
That man ain't got no plot. I told you that man not gonna win nothing. Them boys don't win nothing. Russell Wilson
Mr. Hypothetical.
Ain't no Connell.
Who's the other team? Chargers,
Broncos. They got Raiders.
Raiders.
Ain't no Connell.
Well, hey, they ended the season nice. Let's see what they.
That's 4-2, 5-1, and the Patriots. The boys 6-0. Only time actually they're 5-1. Only time they lose in Miami. That's the only time they lose. Anytime Tom Brady, he always just lose Miami. That's it. Everything else is easy wins.
They just Buffalo 31 times, bro. Cakewalking.
You get free 5 wins, and then you just got to go halfway, like split the rest, and like, you pretty good.
You know how down bad like Mahomes' division is. I know. I seen Broncos fans celebrating because it was the first time they beat him in 20 seasons or like 20 games. That's a disgrace, bro. Y'all a poverty franchise. Y'all be talking about, oh yeah, that man trash, man. God, dog, y'all suck. Like,
bro, this man Mahomes. I think when he lost to the Raiders, that was the first time he lost at home,
right,
to an AFC West team. And he like year 6, like bro, like y'all, no one could get him. Y'all face him twice. No one could get him once. Like, does it really take that long?
You see him the most. You can't dial up any game plan. God, dog.
But he just different.
But look, yeah.
It ain't nothing you could do.
He the main character. I literally don't. I tell you, I don't think no one beating that. Because anytime, even if you stop him, he get a penalty. You're not beating that. If you stop him, someone made a mistake, and now it's 10-yard penalty. It happened every time like clockwork. My girl hate the Chiefs too. She hate the Chiefs because they cocky. She don't even know why she's supposed to hate the Chiefs. But
are
she
they
see cocky? That man, you saw what the Justin Tucker thing with I don't know. He was like practice field goal. Mahomes is throwing the ball, and then Mahomes.
It wasn't Justin Tucker. Wasn't he in the wrong though?
Why he in the wrong,
bro? I see all the Chief players around. Like, what do you like? You impeding us? Like, go where your team is and kick the ball. What do you? I mean, you trying to intimidate? For one, why are you poking the bear, bro? Like, I know the in Vegas they gave you they made the Chiefs the underdogs, but obviously the Chiefs ain't the underdogs. Lamar had more to prove than Mahomes, and what are you poking the bear for? Like, come on, bro. And them first 2 drives, man, it looked like it's about to be a blowout.
You know, the funny thing when I saw this game, I feel like the Ravens, like they facing the Chiefs, so you could tell they facing the Chiefs. Like they felt like a little tight, and and also when my man did that taunting penalty, it's like you're facing the Chiefs, so it's like a little more to you. So you're doing too much. You're kind of doing a little too much because you're facing that team. You're trying to prove yourself. You're the best team, F the Chiefs type of thing. But you ain't got the plot for that. Like you ain't got that. Like you should just play the game, bro. Just play ball. Like don't poke. You don't poke Michael Jordan. You don't poke LeBron. You don't poke none of those Kobe. You don't do none. You just man cook. That's
Lamar's a good running back. That's cool.
That's crazy.
See now look those critics
who had more rushing yards yesterday, him or your boy?
Your boy had a JJ McCarthy moment, and you know how I feel about JJ McCarthy.
I'm about to start cooking that man. Oh my gosh! Oh, you know, I'm a I got. Let me get to the meat and potatoes, man. Man, Smitty right here. Let me get to the meat and potatoes. Detroit Lions.
Black Star stand up.
I don't know if Black Star gonna be here. I'm sure he's not gonna be in this podcast. I literally.
It was funny because he was like, "I already know we're gonna lose." He said that, and the way they lost, like I said, it's all about how you lose. Yeah, I know, bro. How you had the whole America thinking you about to win, and I know, and you texted DeJour, and DeJour, he's like, "I'm feeling good."
No, wait, look, I text Maurice,
man. You set him up.
I text Maurice. I said, "Man, I texted way too early, boy. I didn't want to text DeJour back again because that would have just ruined that man's day." I looked at the game. I see Detroit up by 17. I say, bro. I said, bro, what's
Yes, I thought it was going to be like.
I was like, when someone about to break the bad plot club, when someone's really about to get out, you start looking like, is it? I remember the same feeling I had when Jacksonville was up 10 against New England in the AFC Championship fourth quarter. I'm like, bro, is Jacksonville about to make Super Bowl? Like, that's the same thing I'm feeling with Detroit. But then, like, I realized though, Detroit ain't got no plot, and everything they did after that, they did everything wrong. After
Talk about a meltdown.
Boy, that boy stopped every pass. That boy fumbled the ball, and bro, and I tell you, I know. Look, Dan Campbell, bro. I get being aggressive because you gotta beat certain teams, you gotta be aggressive, bro. But
that's their identity.
The first time he did it, I wasn't even tripping that much. That man dropped the ball. Okay, that. The second time, that's the stupidest shit I ever seen. I'm like, bro,
take the
stop
points.
the bleeding, bro. You're tied the game, bro. You're bleeding out, bro. Like, put a Band-Aid on it, man.
I thought he did. Now I know like his track record coming up to this game wasn't great. Like he's very aggressive, but I thought he coached very well. Every time was aggressive. I said, do it because field goals weren't going to win that game.
Yes,
one touchdown would have. No, it wouldn't. I'm telling you, it wouldn't have. No, it would not. How the field goals win the game?
All right, for one, when the 49ers got the ball back in halftime, I mean after dumb game. I didn't
dumb game.
But yeah, when they got the ball back, they went down the field and they kicked the field goal, right? The 49ers, or did they open up with a touchdown?
They opened up with a touchdown.
Yeah, field goal.
Yeah, they opened up with a field goal. They opened up with a field goal. And then the Lions went down.
Yeah.
The Lions went down. No, like as soon as the game started back in the second half, when they got the ball back in the second half, they started with the ball. They went down and scored a field goal. The 49ers. Yeah. Now the Lions went right down the field and got in position to score a field goal. They were like, it probably was like what, a 30 yarder or somewhere around there. But they were in field goal position for an NFL team, pretty much.
Yeah.
He decided to, to go for it, and then you don't even give it to your playmaker. You got two. You got Laporta, or you got number 11. You throw it to either or of them. Why are you throwing it to Reynolds? Like, it's the game on the line. And I know you up 17, but the game is literally on the line. You can feel the momentum. You can feel the momentum swifting and changing. So why are you giving them hope? If you matching them point for point, now because pretty much what happened was when they went down, 49ers kicked the field goal. They put a little pressure, not a lot of pressure. They put a little pressure on Jared Goff and them. Jared Goff and them went down and did their job. Now we matching point for point. I'm back up by 17. Yeah. But when you go for it and don't get it, now they're like, all right, now we got a shot. Now the 49ers have a shot, and you're not matching them point for point. And your team, now you got doubt in your mind, like, damn, are they really about to come back? Then the 49ers went and scored. Then the Lions got the ball back, and what happened? They fumbled. That's not a coincidence.
No, this is not a coincidence. This is what you're forgetting. This is what you're forgetting. Dan Campbell, and this is a fact. I'm telling you, Dan Campbell made all the right decisions. The field goals will not win the game. This is what you're forgetting. These players lost the game. I'm 100%. They did not execute. Yes, they came down. Every play, every time they went for it, it was a doable play. And all you have to do is catch the ball. Talking to you, Josh Reynolds. When they turn the ball over on downs, you had the 49ers. Purdy throws the ball deep. I don't know what DB was it. I don't think it was I'm blanking on his name, Brian Branch. I don't think it was him. But this idiot, literally the most easiest pick, and it bounces off your fucking face mask, and you give Ayuk another chance. How about catch the pick? It hit you in the face. It didn't even hit you in your hand. Hit you in the face, or at least bat the ball down. That was like 3rd and long, and that happened. That was a momentum shift. Mm-hmm. So they go in and score. Now, Detroit got the ball back. Okay, we're gonna keep it nice and simple. Let's make out the clock. Then we get a rookie mistake. We get Gibbs. I'm forgetting his first name. Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't need to tell you that the momentum is shifting and that this defense is desperate and they finna come and pluck the ball out. I don't need to tell you to keep it high and tight when you're going in the time in the contact. So why are you fumbling the ball?
He lined up on the wrong side.
It was a bad handoff.
He lined up on the wrong. He ran the route wrong. Well, not the route, but the handoff. It was a bad handoff. You know why? Because the pressure is switched. Now you.
No, I don't want to hear that.
Now you're nervous. Now you're nervous. You don't really remember the play, maybe.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. I understand. He shouldn't have fumbled, but had they not, it's a reason he fumbled because the pressure switched. The pressure was no longer. The pressure was no longer on the 49ers. All the pressure went to the Lions, and they folded.
No,
but you could have by kicking that field goal. You could have left the pressure on Brock Purdy. You could have make Brock Purdy beat you.
They did, and then
they didn't.
Idiots with brick for brains in the back in the safety over here missing the like it was just like last year.
Safety though.
Catch the pick, John. You're the NFL. I shouldn't have to tell you how to catch. That was damn near.
You know how many? Even old boy from New England dropped that pick that would have won the Super Bowl.
Actually,
and he was an all-pro.
It was a switch because I think the 49ers dropped the pick too back when they had Garoppolo. They to go to the Super Bowl. But
yeah, against the Rams.
That's what I'm saying.
It happens.
Bat it down. How about bat it down, John? Why is it bouncing off your
it's
helmet?
Deep, but it was you acting like it was like a 10-yard interception. It was deep.
It was
we see MVS. We see MVS drop those. We see receivers drop deep balls.
He threw a duck. And you're going backwards, and you got the ball right here.
Exactly. But okay, let me ask you this: do we see receivers drop those deep passes?
I don't see it hit off they helmet so it can bounce and get an interception.
We see helmet catches all the time.
When?
You never seen a helmet catch?
No, because you know why? Every time we see it, it's on Sports Center.
When did the Seahawks have a helmet catch?
When was that? Are you talking about like 10 years ago? That proves how rare this is. That's how I know you like.
It's a playoff moment. The helmet. Bro, I don't. There's none that I can really think of. And I'll tell you, if the Lions win, we probably ain't even talking about this helmet catch. But we see it. Yeah. We see it happen. You see receivers drop deep balls all the time.
My point is, Dan had them in the right spots. They did not make any plays. That's my point.
I understand that, and that's a good point. But
Josh Reynolds, you might not have a job next year.
Okay. My thing is, why do teams not always go for it on fourth down? Because you can always be in a position. It's just the underdog. Risk to reward. The chances are you cannot get it, and it's not worth it.
Hold on. So what's more dangerous? Because as a Cowboys fan, I hate playing bad teams that I'm talking about like they just going all like the last season, the last game of the season. The Commanders, I was scared shitless in that game. You know why? The Commanders kept going for it like 6 times in a row. You know what I'm saying? And they was just throwing the kitchen sink. So when you're a heavy underdog, you need to throw the kitchen sink. You need to do. It's one thing for calling a bad play and like it gets blown up. It's another thing when it's open and all we have to do is catch the ball. How about execute the play? Which you haven't been doing you did for one half. So what happened in the second half? Don't blame Dan Campbell. He gonna take the slack. But let's keep it a bean. Some of y'all didn't play. Like y'all play like some bums. I ain't gonna bums. The safety.
Who played the worst?
Who played the worst? Who you talking about? Like
and the Lions. Who played the worst? Who played the worst in that second?
Who had the worst game? Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, in that second.
Reynolds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he definitely did.
He dropped like.
But at the same time, it's like, why? Listen, I know you agree with this, right? Why do we have CeeDee Lamb? Why do we have Amari Cooper, Jake Ferguson, and we deferring to Noah Brown? Quit putting them dudes in situations like that. You gotta if it's if I'm going for it on fourth down, those are the only 2 players I'm going to. 14, and I think he 87. Laporta. Yeah, them the only 2 guys I'm going to on fourth down.
Well, that's on golf.
And I understand. Okay, why do you think he dropped it? You think he dropped it because he's a bum, or you think he dropped it because the pressure was too much?
I think he dropped it because he was a bum.
No, absolutely not. They called in the first half. They called everything.
Okay, when you drop the first one, the pressure is too high. You drop the second one,
the pressure is too high.
hands, and I'm making sure you ain't got butterfingers on them.
Why do you think they went to him?
Boy, you a bum. You dropped 3.
But listen, why do you think they went to him? Because typically he make those catches.
You know why? You know
it's
why they
pressure.
went to him? Because it's a playoff game.
Exactly.
The 49ers are not dumb. They probably triple team 14. What's his name? Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah,
they probably put a linebacker and a safety over Laporta. So all Josh Goff dumbass.
Like they cooked that man.
All you gotta do is catch it. Yeah.
We're gonna put the 53rd, literally the number 53 man, the last man to make the roster. We're gonna put him on Josh Reynolds. You know why? We're gonna live and die by his hands. And boy, did he fold.
Exactly. Don't put him in that position. If it's third down, if it's second down, don't put him. Now the 3rd and 8, I'll agree with you. The 3rd and 8 is inexcusable.
We get the first down.
On 4th down, why are you steady going for it?
When the
momentum matching points, because the 49ers, they couldn't stop the Lions.
They couldn't. You're right.
So if we can keep matching points with you, we gonna keep eating the clock. Even if
you can, when you feel the momentum shifting, especially in a win or go home game, we cannot settle. We cannot. The last thing you want to do. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They both were bums. Like, and I was
Smitty said everybody a bum. If you don't play for the 49ers, I'm pretty sure you're a bum. You just call Lamar running back.
They sure did. I'm gonna get on
you. A good player that don't play for the 49ers.
Hey, Smitty, this is for you. McCaffrey back and legs is just tired from carrying Brock Purdy bum ass. I'm sorry. The NFC, we are so bad.
That's another thing I don't agree with. He did not carry him yesterday, bro.
Oh, I'm out.
Are you kidding me?
Mauricio, we out.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
What you mean he didn't carry him? What you mean he didn't carry him?
He didn't carry him, bro. Purdy in the second half, Purdy made all the plays. He
Purdy
probably
made
had
one
more
play.
rush yards than him in the second half.
Purdy made one play, and it was Madden
One
simulated.
play.
It was Madden simulated. The helmet catch.
Okay, what play you talking about?
When it bounced off the idiot's helmet and it went into IU 10.
What about the play to the fullback?
What play to the fullback?
When he was on the sideline and he was about to get sacked, he spent out the sack and threw it on the sideline, and the dude did a toe tap. He had that play.
Yeah.
What about all the plays he made with his legs? What are you talking about, Purdy?
What about as soon as we get
I'll agree with you. That first half, it didn't look like it was about to be it. But he came. You cannot just come back to 17 points.
The boy failed with flying colors. You know when they say he passed with flying colors? The boy failed. He threw that bad interception. McCaffrey carried this bum. He carried him, and he's been carrying him. Every time
he had 20 carries for 90 yards.
He almost had a hunt done. What? Okay,
It wasn't like he was just like he usually is. He didn't really have his explosive play. Like, I'm with John on this one.
He was not cooking, bro. No, he wasn't.
Yes, he did. Did y'all not watch the game? Every time they got it at 20.
I guess we didn't. You got the special edition game because
the Manning cast.
Yeah,
Hey, Lewis, what would you rate his performance? Brock Purdy's performance from
a D. This fool's getting carried. A D.
He passed. I mean, I guess a D is still passing.
I'm literally 60 yards. 60 of his
yards. C for carried, right?
60 of his yards came off the helmet catch. What are we doing?
How many yards did he have?
But you cannot take away from that type of play, bro.
I can't.
Think about it. You know every good comeback have one of those type of plays.
It was a pick, John, and it bounced. It bounced. He overthrew Ayuk by a mile. Let's keep it a beam.
You need luck in football. You need luck to have a comeback. There's never really like a smooth comeback in the playoffs.
If you need luck in your play, that means you ain't good.
I mean, Brady needs luck to make that comeback. The Falcons, bro. When Edelman did the double catch,
literally Eli Manning needed a helmet catch.
There we go. you need some Mahomes where Smitty. I know you remember this game. Mahomes, he was backpedaling. Right in his hands. Tyreek Hill. That was not a good. I mean, he made a good play, but it wasn't a good It wasn't a good football play.
Until you deflated balls.
That was a lucky catch. You need luck. Oh, like old boy dropping the whatever.
Lucky catch, bad throw.
bad throw.
Bad throw.
Yeah, okay, bad throw. I'll agree with you, but that's a part of it. You still were down 17 points. You have to make up for them 17 points.
Who scored?
Lewis, if Brock Purdy wins Super Bowl MVP, will you come to the pod?
Don't say that. Don't put that out there.
Don't put that out there either.
Yeah, don't.
No, wait, you already know.
I ain't rocking with him that hard, but at the same time, I just feel like you gotta give credit where credit.
I've been here because
last year,
after Lamar lost, Eagles fans, I don't know if you saw it. I saw on Twitter they were like, "Well, there's only been one man to outplay Patrick Mahomes. Man, he's so good." What? Oh my God!
Wait, who's had the best performance at quarterback against Mahomes? Like in the game,
they said
who's had the best?
Yeah,
it may be. I'm thinking, it may be actually maybe Brady that first time, but I don't know. He just was clutch at the end. He threw the interception,
and they got lucky. He had a lucky. Old boy was offside.
Actually,
that was crazy. Look,
take the back. It's Allen. It's Josh Allen.
No.
Well, I mean, he lost though.
Yeah, he lost.
Nigga. I mean, but he was crazy.
These guys
lost to wins. Then
Hurts lost.
And then narrowed it down.
So, hey, you're right because technically, I forgot Hurts lost the game. I don't know why I forgot that. So technically, that makes sense. It is.
He forgot the ball.
And that fumble was crazy.
I'll give it to Hurts. I don't want to, but like I said, if you go out there, if you ball out, if I see you ball out, you balled out, bro. Purdy in the second half, he balled out. Last year, and Hurts balled out. I know he had the fumble, and I'm glad they lost the game.
He better ball out.
And
he didn't have to exert no energy in the playoffs. He better ball out.
Hurts, the first two games he played.
Hurts.
He played a scrimmage.
Yeah,
and then he played versus somebody who went to the depth chart and put Christian McCaffrey at quarterback. Like, please,
that's Mickey, the highest form of spot.
And Brock Purdy didn't get hurt with the 49ers made that Super Bowl too. You think?
You know how the 49ers could have won that game?
Probably.
Bro, why did the 49ers not challenge that? When Smitty dropped the ball? If you challenged that, Brock Purdy would have never got hurt. Because they would have been at midfield.
I don't know. They were coming off and getting his ass.
That was supposed to be a really good game too. You know the vibe of that game looked like
he started doing it, bro. Like why the refs? I don't know, bro. If it's a fourth down conversion, refs, y'all gotta come on.
Look, they needed Eagles Chiefs. They needed Eagles Chiefs in that first Super Bowl.
And they got
49ers. And they got 49ers Chiefs in this one.
And you know what the Eagles got? They got beat by a quarterback on one foot.
I think everybody.
And they had a penalty.
That was the best chance to beat him. Pathetic.
They had a penalty.
I think everybody would have lost. I think everybody would have lost. I swear, because we said that 1 foot thing, and he beat everybody regardless. He heard it in Jackson when he faced Jacksonville. He still beat the Jags. Still beat the Bengals.
Hey,
he beat the Bengals. We ain't talking about the Bengals. The Bengals.
But
he don't get hurt.
That is the Jags, though. They can't even be tall. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what this game.
All the time.
That's what this game reminded me of. It reminded me of when y'all played the Chiefs. When y'all was up 24-0, and then in one quarter they just came back. Was it PTSD when you watching this game?
Hey, look, that's the boys in the past.
That's why he said he don't want to play them.
Yeah.
Oh no, look, the reason why I didn't want to play. You see what happened to these people that just played them? You think I want to be a part of that club? I'd rather play the Ravens and lose on just beat me down. I do not want. You see how freaking the Ravens just lost, and you see how freaking the Bills just lost. Ain't no way I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I'll take a beat down because the way the Lions lost, that wasn't it.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah,
I thought y'all crazy. That was
and when they ran the ball and he used one of his timeouts, bro, you're not about to get on onside kick.
Like,
come on, bro.
Come on, man.
Just be real with yourself, bro. This ain't Madden. You're not about to get an onside kick.
You know, I didn't understand though, like, cause maybe I'm tripping, but like, okay, so they were trying to score. They score a touchdown, then they get the onside kick. But they wanted to keep their 3 timeouts. They didn't have to do an onside kick. They can just, try to stop them, right? And I thought I was like, why didn't they just kick? Like, you can kick a field goal here. You don't have to score a touchdown here because you get 3 points. You're down 2 scores regardless. So you don't have to run the ball on like third or second and goal. You just throw it. None out of bounds. Okay, we're in field goal range. Kick the field goal. And then stop and see to get touchdown. I don't know what this coaching is. I don't know what happened in the Ravens and the Lions coaching. I don't understand it. I just chalk it up to plot because there's no way. I tell you, look, I'm gonna tell y'all.
I think for the Ravens, they just got out coached, like scheme wise. I just feel like they weren't ready. Even because if you look what they did to Josh Allen last week, it's not a mistake that he didn't have any passing yards over 20. He didn't have any completions over 20 yards. I think they know how to take away what you're good at. Typically, that's what the 49ers do. But Hey, them boys.
They look
real
vulnerable.
And why the Lions they're running the ball. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. The Lions were running all over the 49ers in their first half. And in the second half, I don't know. Maybe the momentum was killing them.
Montgomery was going off.
Right.
Why weren't they doing that in the second half? I don't know why they stopped.
That one field goal changed everything.
Sounds very Dan Quinnish. Sounds very Falconish. Sounds very
Kyle how you on the wrong end of a Kyle Shanahan comeback? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But look, this is why this the thing I'm telling you about plot. It's like these are like common things. I don't understand. Like these coaches been in the league all these years, and it's just like, bro, just run the ball. Like I don't understand. It's the most mind-boggling thing ever. I don't know why this is happening. You can only chalk it up to one thing because Kyle Shanahan is known for choking a lot. That man choked a lot in the postseason, and his worst choke ever is as simple as running the ball. Just run the ball. He faces Tom Brady. He the main character. Just run the ball. It's like, well, we're a passing team. We like to pass the ball. That's what we do, bro. You win the Super Bowl if you run the ball and kick a field goal, bro. I don't understand. This is Kyle Shanahan. He not stupid. So why he not doing this? I don't know.
I think he believed in his OC. He probably just let his OC cook. With the Lions, they game. I don't have anything wrong with their second half game plan. It's just when you because you went downfield, you just got to kick the field goals, take the points, and you change the game.
He said Purdy Super Bowl MVP incoming.
Y'all better you gotta give it to McCaffrey, bro.
What's the score, Smitty?
Yeah, Smitty, are you confident against this plot, man? This is some plot. This is like this is Naruto, boy. This is the plot.
And you better be here. And you better be here. You better be here.
It's hard to fathom beating the Chiefs. Like it's one of those things that if you do in a postseason, like the only team, like if you look at the Patriots, before the teams like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, the only way they're gonna win a Super Bowl in my mind is you get that Ben Roethlisberger plot. Like something has to happen to Tom Brady that just gets him out of the way. He tears ACL. The Jets randomly beat him. You know what I'm saying? Like random stuff. Like you gotta be something. Broncos randomly beat him. You gotta do something random. Because if that don't happen. And look at his division. Who gonna beat him in that division? What team would make the playoffs and beat Mahomes? Like they can't. So I'm saying, bro, like that's the only way. I literally don't think any of these people gonna win Super Bowl. This is literally Michael Jordan in the 90s. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just gotta hope the new Bucks, the AFC South got a bunch of new quarterbacks. You got CJ, you got Anthony Richardson. I don't think Willev's gonna do anything. But you got CJ, you got Anthony Richardson. Hey, that you gotta see what the young Bucks do because I'm telling you these boys, they ain't showing me nothing, bro.
These veterans, so-called veterans.
I don't think he needs to reach the amount of rings that Brady has to be better than Brady. Like honestly,
you think?
How much you think? One or two more.
I think two more for me. I think if we get four, like if he win like three straight, I think I get it because no one's three-peated. So if he three-peat,
nobody
got that.
And this is very hard to do, and
he can do it.
He can do it, and
he can do it.
Yeah.
And
Brady,
and Mahomes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I would say
Mahomes have both. Because sometimes you got talent, and then you got Brady is more known for his clutchness or whatever you want to say. But Mahomes have both. He's more talented than Brady, and he also has that clutchness. So
he's
Aaron Rodgers with plots.
Because I thought Aaron Rodgers was more talented than Brady.
Make the argument for him being one of the most talented QBs. So if we take the wins out, he already have something that Brady obviously didn't have. I mean, clutchness matters more because it's about the wins. We talk about Herbert and all them. So wins are more important, but he has the wins to back it up. He has the clutchness. He has everything. That's what I'm saying. Old boy getting carried. If y'all say Bill Belichick was getting carried, Andy Reid, you're getting carried.
Okay, with that same logic, yeah, I understand it.
There we go. Because take Mahomes off, bro. Come on, bro. Take Mahomes out of that equation.
We've seen it with the Eagles. We've seen it.
Hey, look, this is what I'm gonna do. I want to go. Carried. I'm gonna tell y'all. Do y'all remember? I'm gonna go to the John. I told these boys that I told them that Mahomes has the same amount of wins Peyton Manning has in the postseason.
I was listening
with 10 less losses, right? I think I remember all of them too. That's the crazy thing because I follow this plot. I don't know if y'all remember all of them, but y'all go with me. Y'all tell me just if you do remember these games. I'm gonna go through these games. Y'all tell me y'all remember because it's simple. Chiefs. This is all the Chiefs games. This is a Chiefs playoff game since Mahomes became a starter. The first one, I don't know if y'all remember this one. Chiefs versus Colts. Andrew Luck's last postseason game. Do y'all remember that game?
No, but I remember he packed him up.
He did pack him up.
Yeah, he did pack him up, right?
It was a blowout. I didn't expect. I thought the Colts would put up a better fight. Andrew Luck was the most talented in terms of come out the prospect. He was a great prospect.
Did he retire?
He retired right after. He retired right after that.
Yeah.
He's injured. He's
he already dealt with Brady. He like, hey,
too many of these boys.
Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
The next one is Mahomes versus Brady. My man Frank Clark was offsides. That's when plot went the other way because Tom Brady's still the main character. You can't.
That's when I knew.
That's when I knew.
Yeah, he didn't go to Super Bowl though. They lost.
No.
That's when I knew Tony Romo was gonna be great at his job because he said ball don't lie. But it wasn't about the onside part. But he said that in that game, and I was like, all right, yeah, Tony Romo might be good at this job.
And bro, and Tom Brady threw an interception, and that offsides didn't even matter. Like the offsides did nothing. He was just offsides. That's how you know, just like he got it.
It wasn't no Tony offsides either. It was like a what we want to call this? Like it wasn't egregious or nothing like that. That's crazy.
The next one is John's favorite game is Chiefs versus Texans. That's John's favorite game. A plot-tastic, spectacular. The worst collapse we've ever seen from my team. So there you go. That's that game. That's obviously
first quarter, boy. Bill O'Brien. Them plays he called. Bill O'Brien,
bad boy a bomb. Next, the next game, Chiefs versus Titans. Titans up 10, and they blow that lead. But I saw that coming.
We saw the greatest run of all time by a QB in the postseason. That was literally the greatest run I ever seen, and he scored a touchdown with it.
You ain't seen a Colin Kaepernick one when against the
It wasn't as.
It was like a great option. He took it 70 yards.
70, I think it was a record for the longest. Yeah, and he did that little he did a little kiss thing with his bicep. Yeah, that was good high school.
Longest don't count.
We got the next game, Chiefs versus 49ers in the Super Bowl. As you know, that's another 10-point lead. And the fourth quarter was happening.
Their defense have never been down.
You know the thing, that fourth quarter, I was like, the 49ers got this. I'm rooting for the 49ers too. But they got this. They got this. But he made Tyreek Hill get behind everybody. I'm like, oh no, this. And then that man Richard Sherman getting cooked. I said, oh crap, this all getting bad. Oh my gosh, the fly going bad, and it went terrible. I turned out to be right.
He was cool with the 49ers.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see. The next year, so they win that Super Bowl. Who they faced in the second round? No, they faced 3. They have 3 games actually. They faced 3. Oh, they faced Pittsburgh. They blow Pittsburgh. That's Ben Roethlisberger's last game.
Yeah, that was a fraudulent year when we thought they were good, right?
Yeah. No, that was another year. That was the year before.
That's the year they lost to the Browns, the fraudulent year.
They lost to the Browns. The next year is the Josh Allen plot game when my man and they went back and forth, and then Fly said, "No, I don't care." 13 seconds.
13.
That's crazy. Went down the field like
the NFL changed the rules.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
They said pain. That man put pain on top of plot. That plot ain't there. The next game is Chiefs Bengals. This is when Joe Burrow plays well. The first half they're down by 17, 18 points. I forgot how many. But the defense shuts down Mahomes. Joe Burrow comes back, and I'm happy. I'm like, thank goodness someone finally got it, boy. Because I thought these boys about to run it off. They likely still will.
Yeah, that was Burrowhead. Yep.
But see, that didn't age well. You don't do that because they didn't win the Super Bowl, so it didn't even matter. Like you won, but then what happened? So like you didn't even get the beneficiary of it. The next year, they go divisional round. They face Jacksonville. The man hurt his ankle, and this is the time where I'm thinking, oh, well, he hurt his ankle. Maybe
this is the Tom Brady gets hurt
game
plot.
Before that, the Jags played the game before that.
That was the first
man
round.
Send up a joke. That man send up a joke. I'm not even gonna pump the joke. That man send up a joke. And the next game was against Cincinnati. They called it Burrowhead. Obviously, even the mayor of Cincinnati said that they didn't understand how it worked when the talking plot. They said, yeah. They really did like why you say that. And I forgot. Old boy pushed my man out of bounds. They kicked the field goal, and I remember they went in the back. Cincinnati went in the back, and they was like, "Why would you even touch him?" Like one of the players was yelling on the back because he was pissed that old boy pushed him out of bounds.
That was a dumb penalty. Like that was. I told you, bro. We gotta implement the hockey rules and just let them box on the sideline. I know he would have been
talking about their own team.
Why you touch him? Hey, yeah. And let me add to this. That game, Burrow, you had the ball. Could have went down there and won the game. You didn't. Keeping the deck.
Don't forget, right?
Don't forget. Gotta add that part. I remember these games.
And then you got the Super Bowl where I'm rooting heavily for the Eagles, man. And Jalen Hurts playing well. He playing good ball, and I'm like, but then he has that terrible.
Wait, you had to skip a game. Did you say the one with the Bucks?
Oh, you right. I forgot about them boys. Why I blanked? I think I skipped a year.
Tom Brady again.
They beat the Bills in the AFC Championship. Who they beat in the second round that year?
The year they
No, they beat the Bills. Oh, so they beat the Bills. Then they beat the. No, I don't know. I'm forgetting. Who won that? You gotta look that up, bro. What's the 2020, 2021 Chiefs road? Who they playing in the divisional round?
The Browns.
No, Browns. I assume
how we forget that game because we was
that
talking about
Chad
it.
beat. That Chad Henne beat. I can't forget Chad Henne now closing the game out. How I forget? That's ridiculous.
That was
I missed the whole
game supposed to have a concussion.
Mm-hmm. And he came back.
He played next week.
He did play next week. But Baker Mayfield and them boys down 5. I'm like, bro, Baker, this is it, bro. He got it. Like, bro, they beat the Steelers.
Roger Goodell signed off on that concussion protocol.
Anyway, there's that. So that was plot. The Bills got blown out, and they lost to Tampa Bay because Tom Brady's still main character, still get his last ring. And then if you go to the Super Bowl, skip the 3 years, I guess. Go to the Super Bowl. You see the Hurts versus Mahomes. I knew Patrick Mahomes was going to win. I knew I would have bet my whole house on that. I wanted the Eagles to win though, so bad. But Jalen Hurts played a good game. But at the end of the day, he ain't got no plot. Obviously. Hey, y'all ain't sad about that. I know y'all ain't sad about that.
Sent that boy home with a penalty.
What?
Because that's what they came on to.
Y'all got beat by a man that was playing out there in the boot. He walked off the field to Disney in the boot. I'm just letting you know right now.
Were they down? Like, were the Chiefs down at half for like 10 or something like that?
Yes.
I feel like they were down.
Yeah.
But
Sirianni was being the corny ass coach.
Yep, being a corny coach as usual. We're gonna talk about him. We're gonna talk about him. Who did you hear who he hired? Oh, I
AM.
Oh yeah, them boys, they won that game. And then this year, he went through the hardest road. I think this is the hardest road for sure. He faced the Dolphins. The Dolphins failed. The Dolphins failed themselves. They should have beat Buffalo, but they didn't because they ain't got no plot. Which set up the Chiefs to beat them boys. Then next they faced Buffalo, and then Josh Allen, he misses reads. Stephon Diggs, he misses throw. Tyler Bass, he missed a wide right. I see wide right. I say that was written in the plot. Literally, Buffalo will shoot. They will seppuku themselves to say wide right. That's their worst play ever. And now they got another version, 2.0. And then Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Offense lit. 28 points a game. Boys do everything well. Score 10. Now we're in the Super Bowl. How Brock Purdy gonna lose? Because I know he gonna lose. It's gonna happen somehow, some way.
I'm trying to see.
But he the main character.
Do I want him to lose like horribly, or do
I want it to be a blowout, Smitty?
No, but you want to blow, or do you want that like you want that pass interference? That's what he wants.
I want it
field goal or like pick six. I need something special. I want it to be a stain. I don't want no blowout. I want it to be a stain. Man, he never had a shot. I don't want that. I want the
49ers.
Because if you like the Packers, you love what happened this week. If you the Packers or the Vikings, you love what just happened this week with the Lions.
Yeah, they hate the Lions, yeah. Because
you won't just get blown out. Like, and if the Lions would have just got blown out, it'd have been like, cool. I'd have been like, I'm cool with that. But you gave us hope, bro. Because, the 49 haters, you gave us hope. I'm like, damn, they about to get it done. Smitty, I'm about to be laughing at them, blah, blah, blah. And so far, in the end, Smitty always got the last laugh. So
wait 2 more weeks. This is the last try.
So hopefully, Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell you how that game's gonna go.
All right,
this is my prediction for the Super Bowl.
Give me the plot, bro.
Bosa's gonna get MVP, and I think the Niners are gonna win. I think it hurts me to say it, but I think Brock Purdy with the Niners, they're gonna have that Eli Manning type plot. That's like my gut feeling going into the game.
Underdog plot. I don't know if they have. Do you think?
I don't know. I don't know about bro. I was like, I thought
not underdog. Not underdog.
You took
all underdog.
Shout out to my guy, but the Brock Purdy to me feels like
not underdog.
Carolina Panthers, Cam Newton. They ride high, and then in the Super Bowl they get
think about it. Think about it.
Lewis, you just
all he
killed
has
two
to
birds
do.
with one stone, bro. That's crazy.
You said what?
I say you just killed two birds with one stone.
Yes, I did.
Sent
Yep.
the shot at
Great season.
at Newton and sent the shot at Purdy.
Superman. Yeah, but then he gets the Superman, and then
Mauricio?
Von Miller put belts. You know what I'm saying? That's what Chris Jones gonna do. It's just
So all because to me, I mean, this 49ers team is obviously stacked. And I wasn't saying like Eli Manning type plot in terms of underdog. I was saying just the plot that is required to beat the main character. That type of plot. So realistically, all Purdy has to do is manage, be a game manager, don't turn the ball over, and
be the point guard.
I think I think the teams I think the Niners carry Brock into championship.
Ooh, carry.
Yeah, I agree with you for any other team, but the Chiefs, I don't think you could. I don't think
they just beat
the Chiefs.
Just beat up on a game manager, a game changer. They just beat a game manager in Tua, a game changer in Josh, and they just beat another game changer in Lamar Jackson. So they meet another. They finna make.
Man, they make this defense been making teams look pedestrian.
Oh, Brock gonna throw like 3.
Hey, look, Brock can't play like he did in that first half against Detroit against these boys. That flight doesn't work like that, boy. You gotta.
I dare you. I double dog you.
And they gonna come out and throw the ball like they've been running well too. So
I double dog dare you.
Been doing a little managing himself and like
do it.
Cannot make a mistake. Bro.
Give Patrick Mahomes the opportunities. Do it. I dare you.
Don't make no mistake. But you can't.
Mahomes can manage a game and he can also flip the switch at any moment though.
That boy ain't never managed.
The problem when you
see that. You see this repertoire he got on his side. That boy is not managing them. He is elevating these fools right here.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't want Lamar to. Nah, bro, y'all can't come out flat. And boys came out flat, which I'm surprised they only scored 17 points. Like it felt like they was about to put up like 35 on them.
Defense did a good job.
Yeah, the defense been playing good
after the last 3 quarters. I mean, this defense is one of the best defenses of the last 10 years. Like it's an outstanding defense.
L'Jarius Sneed. They got linebackers. Chris Jones.
What they linebacker do? What they like? Roquan Smith. That boy ball. And the D-line.
Oh, you talking about the Ravens?
Patrick Queen?
Yeah,
I'm talking about the Ravens. I mean, the Ravens defense is. I mean, the Chiefs defense is also really good, but the Ravens defense is
They linebackers was nasty. Both of them got like all pros.
Ravens, they got
Hamilton
talent.
I wanted Kyle Hamilton, but they got talent. They ain't got no plot. As you gotta beat. They got talent, but them boys ain't got one.
I mean, the Chiefs, they got coaching.
I'm smashing. I don't know. I don't know what this means. I'm gonna let y'all see. I don't know. Y'all take that how y'all will. I don't know. Y'all be a little confused. Chiefs, 49ers.
What you got to add and John. One person at a time.
What y'all predictions for the Chiefs 49ers? What's the score? What y'all got?
All right.
Chiefs 31-17.
That's the Smitty score.
Both Smitty games have been both like close. Both the 49ers have been close to like scary, like scary. Like type. Yeah. So
I dare you to come with that mindset. Come to plot boy.
I don't know. This person seemed like he's trolling us. I don't know. This is interesting.
Yeah, interesting. You can have that. That's probably Harrison or somebody.
This is a football podcast, people.
No.
What y'all thinking?
Family friendly. I think
24-20, the Niners. Unfortunately,
it's just weird. This game can go so many ways.
I only see the way a plot. That's all I see.
Yeah, I mean, win for the Chiefs. But sometimes they like to play close games and just come out and win. But I think they should just go ahead and blow them out. So I'm gonna go with Lewis. I'll probably say 24-10.
That defense.
Since the 90s, 49ers? Dang. It's kind of bad.
If they get the ball first and they go down and score, I mean, Purdy, he be pressing sometimes. Because if you think about it, really, they shouldn't. Green Bay, once again go down. Well, no, they missed the field goal, so at least he did the right thing. He just missed the field goal.
He missed the field goal,
old boy came and threw it across his body.
Brett Favre, boy.
So
that's that plot, boy.
I feel like I don't want to take away from their wins because I feel like that's the cop out, but like it's a lot of asterisks. And even though I'm saying Andy Reid is getting carried, I don't think he gonna make the right decision. Like he has a good balance between when I should go for it and when I should, kick the field goal. He has a good balance. Dan Campbell, right? If you look on the Matrix, he's far on the left or he's far on the right, whichever side you want him to be on. And he's just on one side. There's no in between with him. There's no maybe I should kick it. And then I guess because he kicked the field goal right before the right at the end of the second quarter. So you should have went for it. If it's your philosophy. You can't be halfway in and halfway out.
Yeah.
I'm a
49ers, good luck.
I would say final score Chiefs 28, 49ers say 21. I feel like the 49ers have a chance of getting closer to the goal line and like McCaffrey fumbles some. It gotta be something hurt you too. It gotta be some plot, It gotta be something that be like, dang, really? Type beat. And because I'm gonna tell you, I promise y'all during the Super Bowl, I'm gonna be in that chat. I'm gonna say plot. Every time it happened, I'm always on it. I say plot. And it's usually Mahomes. I remember last year, Mauricio, when they had that hold and that in our chat, I said plot so loud. You said it too. We do. That's just straight plot at a highest degree. So it's bound to happen again.
And
let me ask y'all. Go ahead, John. Before I'll ask you after you say.
Oh no, I was gonna say I just wonder what game plan the Chiefs gonna come with because they took away the Ravens running, but they took away Josh passing.
I'm telling you,
you just go after Purdy.
You just take away the run and go after Purdy. Dare Purdy to beat you.
Make him make mistakes.
Yeah, dare him to beat you. I don't believe he can beat you.
But man, it sound nice, but just taking away the run.
I got Legarius Sneed.
Some boys get 2 weeks to get healthy. All of them.
The Chiefs got DBs, so good luck. They can man up.
I'm talking about like as far as like stopping the run. Oh, they got Chris Jones, so
they just stopped the Ravens.
I think the Ravens more stopped themselves though, because I mean,
they stopped them.
They only ran like
the Temps weren't even there though. The Temps weren't there.
The Ravens took the bait. I mean, the Ravens.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got
the same thing, but like they stopped the run. They're stopping the run. That's what they're gonna do to I'm telling you,
if I know
McCaffrey. The Chiefs don't win this game. I mean, the Niners don't win this game unless McCaffrey carries. So take McCaffrey out.
Fact, what Lamar did is what I thought Josh Allen was going to try to do. Try to outplay Mahomes instead of playing to their strength. That's what I said. I said, Josh Allen, don't go out there and try to, outplay Mahomes. And that's exactly what Lamar did. Well, him and his coach or whatever, they want to prove that he can throw the ball. Bro, just run your game plan.
Yeah, it was so many times I saw Lamar. He had open lanes when he was scrambling. He was trying to throw the ball. I'm like, take off.
He heard the
haters. He did it against the Texans too.
He heard the haters.
And
he heard what? Y'all. He heard the haters, boy. He heard them boys. He said, "Well, I'm gonna prove to y'all," and he ain't proved nothing.
He did the same thing against the Texans, and I'm like, bro, they about to kill you, bro. I can't keep defending you like they defend Josh Allen and Herbert, bro. But he came back, so
anyway, at the end of the day, all them boys got no plot. And I'll tell you this: I want y'all to know, like from this postseason, you tell me what was the biggest moment that you screamed plot at. Like, what was the moment you said plot? Like, that's the biggest form besides the Lions game. That's obvious. But besides the Lions game, and besides that, the missed field goal, besides the Chiefs,
plot.
like. Just give me some moments from the postseason that you like. Okay, that's definitely.
But hold on, bro, because they had the ticket holder, the season ticket holder guy who was like, how old was he again?
Like 60, he was ticket holder for 66 years. So
66 years, bro. I don't know, man. I ain't gonna say nothing, but that's crazy.
Even with the Lions loss, y'all still your best season you had in 30 years. So even though it was a bad loss,
we can't do that.
The biggest
amount of with the Cowboys with us. Bro, everything literally aligned. It like fell in place. Like, bro, the Eagles falling off, the Lions going for it 3 times, which was a foreshadowing, which is funny because whatever. but everything fell in line.
wrote that.
So
That's
we can't
funny.
take
They write that.
away from this loss and be like, oh well, at least
No,
this, at least we had the
it
2
still
seed.
hurts you.
The Lions, you had the game. It's a different type of hurt. Like if they go out there and get blown out from the jump, it's like, all right, you did good. But if you have the game in your grasp and you lose it, ooh, that's sting.
I think the biggest plot was the Dolphins falling all the way down at the end of the season, and because as soon as they got to the playoffs, this is a team that's already been riddled with injuries. They ain't playing the cold all season.
Negative 10 degrees.
Now when we got to go all the way to Kansas City, and it's negative 10 plus, so it's negative 20. We got Andy Reid coaching with icicles all in his beard. Like that's the plus, and then they have a chance to out game momentum. You know what that reminded me of? It reminded me when Goku and Vegeta, they went into with the chamber to train. The worst conditions and that you could ever think of, Mahomes was in, and he outplayed them. It wasn't like an ugly game, it's 9-3. No, they were just moving the ball. They were still themselves, and that momentum carried them. The perfect kind of momentum carries you to the Bills game, which carries you to the. So yeah, this run that the Chiefs are on is looking very Dirkish, I would say.
I'm gonna name mine, and there's a couple actually plot moments. The biggest one that comes to mind is the fact that the Cleveland Browns traded for Deshaun Watson, who's alleged to do illegal things, and they faced the team that they traded him for, and the team got significantly better. The team got significantly better due to that trade, and then in the postseason, the team that they traded the trade with blew them out, and then Cleveland's pick, the pick that we have, it helped that team even more. And then the person that you jettisoned away in Baker Mayfield is also playing that same weekend, and he beats the defending NFC champion in that same exact time period. And then you're eliminated. That is the problem. You got Deshaun and see what they wrote for you.
That's the lowest of the low.
And the Browns fans were saying, "Oh boy, was gonna be dribbling and going through his legs and stuff," and had 0 sacks.
Tunsil has some.
Michael Parsons has 0 sacks too, so I can't.
That is the biggest.
Hey, I don't know. I know this ain't the postseason, but man, it led up to it when Xavier said something about the Cardinals. And then they hit the Cardinals.
They're facing the very next one.
Because if we talking about momentum, that set up. Because I think that was the first bad loss they had. Because I think they beat the Giants. Didn't they beat the Giants before that?
Yeah, they beat the Giants.
They barely beat them.
They lost the Seahawks probably. I think the Seahawks stayed bad loss.
Yeah, the Seahawks was still a solid team. But the Cardinals is okay then. Now that's because they barely beat the Giants.
That was bad. Drew Lock drives on.
Right, it was Drew Lock.
Drew Lock drives on.
They won that.
That was bad.
That's what they should have.
And he went at the same cornerback the entire drive.
Was it Bradbury, right? Bradbury
all pro last year.
Yeah.
See, that is
Bradbury, yeah.
Hey, look,
I know that's irrelevant, but that was pretty funny.
Look, Mauricio, we started every time someone say something. I'm happy you follow along when you do it. When you take the headphone off, bro, it is the most.
Every time.
It literally happened the entire season. The only reason Smitty has not felt that pain is because he did not have his headphones. He's not wearing no headphones, and he's chilling right now. He just texted. But literally every single time someone says something, I've said something that was bad. Lewis, you had a whole rant on it. Said the incorrect thing. John said, "But we need to end this podcast." They said, "No, it's too late. It's already written. It's out." That man Xavier set himself up. I mean, boy, everybody. that man Harrison set himself up. It's but I don't see us losing to the Texans. I just don't. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, this plot stuff. And so next year when this happens, I know we go forget. Most of y'all go forget. I never forget this plot, but most of y'all go forget. And then y'all go start saying something, and when y'all say something, you think these boys took a break? You think they took that writer break? They're not taking no. They're not taking
on strike.
They're not on strike, bro. They on it. They consistent. They will always be. Who knows? Smitty might have been talking his whole postseason to set himself up for the worst loss in the history of the Super Bowl. You never know, because Mahomes could do it.
Hey,
you had to catch us in our Cannon event in 2014. That can't hurt us now. After that event, it's we numb. I know. I mean, your canon event is recent, so it's like
I'm dead.
and y'all never really.
5 years ago?
This year was
No,
y'all.
4 years ago. It's 4 years ago.
Well, but this was y'all first bounce back. We been bounced back. You know what I'm saying? We had 2016,
Still.
2018. So we had a couple bounce back years. Y'all haven't. This y'all first time like bouncing back from that astronomical collapse, whatever you want to call it.
That man, that's funny.
You wearing a Rockets jersey?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's NBA season now. I mean, I'm eliminated. I gotta.
Astronomical Rockets. Come on, yeah, stay with me, Jesse. All right.
Oh,
I mean, you talk about the Astro. I mean, we got another team with the word Astro. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And that Luce would love to talk about that because I'm boys.
See, I'm glad you brought up the Astros because this is what I was gonna say to the Lions fans. Y'all, even if y'all go back and win a Super Bowl, it's never gonna hit the way this Super Bowl would have hit, and that's sad. Because like with the Astros, when our second one, like, because the first one was like during after Harvey and everything, like the whole city was levitating, everybody was up good. It was a great win, but when we won recently, it didn't hit the same as like the first one. So the Lions, y'all sold. That's why y'all really sold so bad because your next Super Bowl is like, all right, yeah, we won, but it ain't gonna hit. This one would have hit because everything y'all went through, and then who y'all went, like the 49ers, if going through them, man, this Super Bowl would have been. And then y'all to beat the Chiefs.
I'm not
saying they would have won, but I'm saying if they would have, you know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm saying after this.
Them first two, the first two quarters, I'm like, damn, they may have something for the Chiefs because they couldn't be stopped. And the 49ers, I don't know. Are they a good defense or bad defense? I really don't know because you let the Packers come in there and
you're a Lions fan, you be crying right now. This one right now.
Then you had the,
I told you
Lions man did you nasty. So I don't know. Are the 49ers, y'all have a good defense?
I told you their weakness. Their weakness is the run. They cannot stop the run.
I mean, they got a small front.
I'm gonna tell you, the Lions ain't going. They not. You say they not doing that. I look at that.
They're not going back.
They won't be.
No,
back.
they're not doing that. They're not doing that. I tell you, there's losses where I'm like, yeah, they're not doing that. That's they're not doing that.
They won't be back.
Even your head coach said so.
Yeah, he said.
I mean, when he
won't be back.
Yeah,
he's not lying. Y'all won't be back.
They're not doing that.
You won't be back.
I literally hit these at 100% rate. When I see a loss that looks some type of way, I say, yeah, no, they're not.
Yeah.
So are we ever going to the Super Bowl?
The way y'all lost this, I mean, I'm not this team.
Okay, cool.
I'm just saying. And last year I said the Eagles weren't going back. The Eagles lost in that Super Bowl. I was like, that's it. It's wrapped. Every time people are like, we go back next year. We'll just
like
this.
The Falcons player said it.
Bro, the Falcons played. They were like, if you look at the Falcons, I was on the Falcons.
Good.
Or like CP0
said, be back next year.
He's addicted to it. He's addicted to it.
Well, okay, well, what about the Ravens? Lamar said they're gonna be back next year too.
Lamar's loss. I don't think Lamar's loss. It was a really bad loss, but it wasn't a loss. I feel like cripples you enough.
Man, Joe Burrow
like,
be
I
back.
can never see that.
It's gonna be much harder.
Joe Burrow definitely.
But their record against the Ravens ain't. They almost lost to them with Huntley.
Yeah, sure. But I think Joe Burrow has a shot. I think Lamar Jackson has a shot. I don't think Josh Allen got a shot. I feel like that loss. I feel like it's like when them boys lost that game 7, it feel like if you feel like I ain't got it. I think when he lost them a couple years ago, I think it's like he ain't got it, and then it just gets like every year after just proves it. I don't know if he got it.
And even if the Rockets win one, it's just not gonna hit the way it would have hit if Harden would have won it against Golden State, against Curry and them, like the little shimmying.
He got the plot for that.
CP3 when he did that shimmy,
that was the wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
As soon as he did that, I was like, oh, Steph Curry looking at him smiling. I was like, yeah,
and he started smiling like, okay, yeah, you got me. I went into basketball like that, but I was like, oh yeah, this how you. Yeah. Every time I said it, no matter what team I said for.
Oh, bro, I'm
getting 0% on this our year.
It makes sports easier to watch, bro. If when y'all watch sports and y'all just say plot, it make it easier to watch because you just know it's not you. You're not gonna win, and that's fine because you just don't got it. Your team just don't got it. You see the stuff that be happening to these people. Look at that's why I say NBA, NFL. Y'all pay attention because I've been watching these. I watch a lot of this content, and you watch how people lose in these games. Like you look at the NBA, you look at certain teams like Phoenix be losing. You look at certain team like how we used to lose. You see like the Clippers. Philadelphia 76ers, that's a big one. The 76ers, them boys built on choking. I'm telling you, look, It's constant, it's consistent, it's the same thing, but it's just new ways, new creative ways. Same thing with the NFL. It's the same teams that get to the point and they always lose in different ways every year for all the time. Like I said, Brady, Mahomes in the AFC Championship forever. That's how it is. Next year, Mahomes is in the AFC Championship. It's going to happen for the next 10 years, and maybe 2 teams will beat him in that time period going there, and that's it. That is tough.
Hey, well.
Well, before we go, I do want to talk. Some new head coaches got hired, and some new offensive coordinators got hired. I know you boys. There's 2 that you probably definitely want to talk about. First, I'll talk about the Eagles one because I know y'all have a good time with that. So the Eagles hired a OC and a DC, and we'll see if that does something. Kellen Moore is offensive coordinator. That is very interesting. I think what Kellen Moore's trying to get his revenge on y'all. And Vic Fangio is the defensive coordinator. Tell me, do you believe this is going to revamp? Even though y'all all biased against the Eagles, tell me if this is going to revamp the Philadelphia Eagles.
All I'm going to say, DeMarco Murray, you know what happened when you left? Nothing's like home. So that's all I'm going to say. Now, but I like the Kellen Moore hire. Who was the other guy? I was just getting ready to hate
Fangio.
From the Dolphins?
Yeah, he's from the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm. I think this is 2 desperation hires. This is just speeding up Nick Sirianni's tenure, in my opinion, because he's hiring these. I told you, like, what does he do? And the Eagles fans, they call him the Jason Garrett of their franchise. What do you do? All you do is clap and you just nod in the camera slowly, like in slow motion, and just be corny.
Mauricio, who you hate more, Frank Sirianni or CP3? Who you hate more, Mauricio? I'm just curious.
Sirianni.
Yeah, Sirianni. He just got a punchable face. He's got a punchable face.
By the way.
You do, but he just the side Howard last year, and it's proven to me like you're carried by your coordinators, and these were the wrong coordinators to hire. Mm-hmm. I didn't think Vic Fangio did not have a good season with the Dolphins. I mean, he was brought in to turn around. I know they had a lot of injuries and they were talented, but they were not this outstanding defense what they should have. They had Jalen Ramsey, Phillips. They had Chubb. And they had Xavier Howard. Yeah. Like that defense underachieved, and your boy. No matter who you bring in a coordinator, your boy better fix that defense. Y'all call him the GOAT of GMs, Howie. He better fix the defense because he's the reason why this defense was so bad last season. Going to the offense, Kellen. I honestly do not understand how Kellen Moore keep getting jobs. He's literally become the Doc Rivers of the NFL, slowly but surely. I don't understand how he's so bad. You're gonna see it. He couldn't fix Justin Herbert, and Justin Herbert is 10 times as talented than Jalen Hurts. He has an arm, and so it's gonna be funny when y'all have you think he's gonna maximize Jalen Hurts when you had him 5-yard stick routes all across the field, when you have option routes in almost every play. I don't believe Jalen Hurts can process like he's not a cerebral QB. I think the best Hurts is when he can only think he's literally playing like Madden. He's reading like 1 or 2 people. That's when we saw him at his best, when the game was that much simplified. They were running like a collegiate offense, like RPO. Kellen Moore, he provides nothing to this team. So yeah, I think this is 2 bad hires. Luckily, I'm happy we're not gonna be able to see Nick Sirianni anymore. Eagles, this is not gonna change your season around because you just like us. We got hard schedules next year, and he's gonna get figured out. Like y'all, you're gonna have like the number 1 offense. So it always happens. The yards will be there, but in the end of the season, you're gonna see teams finally catch up, and you're gonna have stall out, and you're gonna be like the Chargers, scoring only 6 points in a game to win. So,
yeah, they just scored 6-0. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Kellen Moore. I mean, the play style of Jalen Hurts just seems to not coincide with what like type of coach Kellen Moore wants to be. The type of plays he want to call. I felt like him and Justin Herbert was like match made in heaven because he wants somebody he can throw the ball deep and not rely on the run game. Bro, you going to the Eagles? They want to run the ball. We kicked you out because you didn't really want to run the ball like that. You want to throw the ball, and yeah, Dak had a lot of yards that year and stuff. But it's his decision making. Like I remember how the Chargers lost to the Titans. It was in overtime. It was like he threw the ball deep 3 times in a row. Like it just come out, run the ball. You still have time. It's overtime, and the Titans ended up winning that game. But it's his decision making can be a little. He remind me of Dan Campbell. He gets stuck in his way, and it's either we're gonna win it our way or we're gonna lose my way. You know what I'm saying? So and when you start thinking like that, you have to adjust. In order to be good at you can be good at your job, but in order to be great, you have to adjust. And Dan Campbell, you have to adjust to the situation. You can't just come in with one mindset and say, I'm gonna stick with this the entire game. It's not gonna work. And you lost. You can get away with it in regular season, but now you're going against a great team, bro. You're in the championship. And same thing with Kellen Moore. Like, if he can adjust, I guess, but why are you going to the Ravens? I mean, why are you going to the Eagles? They want to run the ball. you like to throw the ball. It just don't make sense. But like you said, seemed like it was a desperate hire. No, that's really all I gotta say about it. I like Kellen Moore overall, but he just need an analytical guy so he need like a experienced coach telling him like, all right, bro, this it's a time and place for everything. And I think he feel like it's a time every time instead of, saying, okay, maybe this time we should run the ball, or maybe let me not throw it deep 3 times in a row and hope I get hope I get a first down each time. It don't work. It's the NFL, bro. Everybody's smart.
Emery, so what you feeling?
I mean, it's either gonna go like okay for them, or it's just gonna be terrible. I think it might be terrible. And it feels like a hire it feels like the type of hire that you make to at the end of the season point the fingers to somebody else, deflect responsibility. So if it goes horribly wrong, the GM and Sirianni are probably the GM might stay because he made all right decisions in the past. This team is only 1 season removed from a Super Bowl appearance, so you still got to give him credit, at least to the GM, for that. But yeah, Sirianni, I think he's counting his days in Philly, which from the sound, I don't know too much. I haven't seen Eagles fans talk about him, but I guess it sounds like they want him gone. So probably.
What about
that's how it feels?
Now, what about we're gonna do a couple really quick and then do one that's obviously.
What you think, Justin?
Kellen Moore,
because we have firsthand experience, so we already got our mind made up on what he is, and then he's going to the Eagles, so it's like a double whammy. I'm always curious to see what like outsiders, like people who literally have no bias in the say. Like, what do you think of him? And
I don't have like, I don't know. Kellen Moore and Vic Fangio together don't seem. I mean, it'll probably be better than what they were this year, and that's any improvement's great. I don't have like a deep analysis on like how well they can play or how well they'll play with these 2 coordinators, but I do believe that they will be better. But I don't think they're gonna, like I said, I don't think they're gonna be in no NFC Championship. I don't think they're gonna be no Super Bowl. But I think, hey, look, they win maybe in 9-10 games. They got a hard schedule. They win like 9-10 games, wild card type team. Maybe make the second round. I'm waiting for that Cowboys versus Eagles playoff game. Y'all got this big rivalry, and they don't match. Y'all don't face each other. Like, that's the thing we need.
Yeah, they did it back in the day, but they don't do it recently for some reason.
Yeah, so hopefully, that happened. I don't know who's going to be traveling to who. I think the Eagles make the playoffs. They got 7 teams in the NFC to make the playoffs. They'll make the playoffs. I just don't think they're going to go far.
I knew they weren't going to win the division, though.
You think we're going to be the first team to go back-to-back? You think so?
In like I don't 20-some years.
Last year, in the beginning of this year, we were talking about it on the pod, and Jared and they were like, well, what have you seen in the Cowboys that make you think y'all going to, win this year? I said, a lot. It didn't look like it. It didn't look like it for the beginning of the year, but in the end,
They sometimes plot ways into the last possible moment.
Yeah.
And the team to look out for in the division, look out. The Commanders, they did something right by losing to y'all. They won to y'all. It would have dropped their pick. They lost to y'all. They were smart. They realized, why are we playing so hard? And then at the end of the day,
they got a basketball GM as a football GM.
But boy, I know, but boy, he did a good job. I mean, he know his analytics. So I don't know.
He do, but
it may be
it's a hit
or miss. It's a hit or miss. But if it's a hit, then it's a hit. Because they need to get Ben Johnson and then draft Drake May and then throw a party. The Falcons, we're gonna go through a couple of the quicker ones. The Falcons hire Raheem Morris. I believe he is the defensive coordinator or was he
the coordinator for the Rams. Oh no, actually, yeah, he was.
Yeah. So do y'all know enough to even? I didn't expect. I thought Bill Belichick gonna be here. I guess he's not gonna get hired.
Yeah, that's a bigger storyline. None of the names that we were saying, they're not getting hired. That's sound like they're gonna be either they're gonna be done coaching or have to go get demoted back down to D coordinators.
Or wait a year. Didn't Mike McCarthy have to wait a year?
Wait a year. Sean Payton did wait a year. I mean, hey.
Who's the OC?
The OC for the offensive coordinator is Zach Robinson.
He new or is the same one from last year?
Yeah, it's a new guy.
I feel like he used to play there. I don't know. That name ring a bell to me. I feel like he used to play there.
Man, I'm
defensive coordinator Jimmy Lake.
Like y'all got the talent, bro. Y'all just gotta
make a trade.
I don't know if I want to trade with these people.
Either trade up or just trade.
I need to make a trade because I mean, you got a team now. This is a team that you need to focus on selling tickets and stuff. This is one of them teams. Like when the Cowboys, we gotta get championships. We can't focus on sales and stuff like that. But the Falcons, they like low key. You know what I'm saying, kind of a fun team. You got fun players.
Yeah, let's see, man. Y'all better get some hype.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, at minimum, you just want a couple wins.
Right.
All right. So going here, Carolina, they got Dave Canellis from the Buccaneers. He's offensive coordinator. He helped revamp Baker Mayfield, and then they got general manager / president of football ops is Dan Morgan. I know they had to fire that man because of the atrocities the general manager has done the last couple of years, starting off with the Cam Newton mystery. What do y'all think about this?
Hoping for consistency, man. I hope it's not another scapegoat. That's the only thing. If it is, I mean, it's just bad organizations, man. You got to look in the mirror at the front office. You keep hiring bad guys. Like, I understand he may be bad and the product on the field may be bad, but you brought all these people in. You gotta remember that. Take some accountability. Until they do that, no, there ain't gonna be no changes in North Carolina. It's gonna be the same thing. Bryce Young is gonna be another scapegoat quarterback, thinking he's better. They're gonna get off of him. Carolina gonna have another number 1 overall pick one day, man. It sounds like it.
and they trade McCaffrey for nothing.
For nothing.
They trade McCaffrey for nothing.
Probably
McCaffrey
cursed.
Super Bowl.
How you did Cam Newton?
How you trade McCaffrey? You got a 2nd round pick. The people they got from McCaffrey is ridiculous. That's a 2 first round pick person if I ever seen.
Also, McCaffrey, he benefited from the team he went to as well. Though.
I know, but that don't help you. That don't help the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, don't.
I mean,
you gutted that team, bro.
He stayed healthy these last couple seasons because he got a reason. I'm not staying healthy in Carolina.
If I play for Carolina, my hamstring is hurting every game.
I'm not staying healthy in Carolina. So I think that's kind of like what really damaged his. I
got something to play for here. I didn't pass. You know what I had to play for? Money.
I would trade a 1st round pick at least.
He got hurt. We got hurt with us.
How you gonna trade him?
Not with us. He got hurt when I put him on my team. My 1st overall pick.
How you gonna trade them to a contender and not gut the contender out for resources? You should have gutted them out. They're the desperate one.
They got plot. The 49ers, like McCaffrey, he got the health issues, bro.
Yeah. I told the Panthers what to do. They ain't listening.
Try to sabotage me. He's one of them to sabotage me. I know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because you kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
No, but look,
you gotta bring CJ if you because you're gonna continue to huh?
Why was like this? The Panthers' job is the worst job possible. Like they are the worst team without they pick.
Okay,
like if I'm a rookie OC, why would I go do that?
It's the same reason. Why would you go to Washington? I mean,
Bobby Slow. This is his first chance. Eric Bieniemy been like OC for like the longest period.
I don't know what it is. Why he's not getting no. Is he a bad interviewer?
Coach of the Panthers, though. Because
you're gonna be escaped.
I don't know if Bryce is. I don't know. Yeah, do y'all think he's talented, Bryce Young?
I think Bryce Young, good quarterback.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback.
So you gotta
surrounded by
if you look at what happened, what he did with Noah Brown. So if you just
he's not doing that
team wise and stuff like that, like get Bryce Young the right players around him.
Not the same.
But that's hard to do. They ain't got no pick. They ain't got no pick. They can't do that. That's hard.
They got to fix that line
with you. And Adam Thielen and stuff like that. Like I don't know, because if he go there and he like makes some shake, of course, I would want to stay with the Texans as well. But this is my opportunity to be a head coach. This is the hottest I'll ever be.
He might have opportunity to be an absolute scapegoat. They are going to fail with that man if he went there. Luckily,
why do you think they'll fail with him,
bro? Because that's some terrible. If he went to like Seattle or if he went to like one of these better organizations, I understand. Carolina is the worst team in the NFL. They're one of the worst run organizations in the NFL, and they don't have their draft pick. So that's terrible. So if you mix all that together, if you're a rookie OC going into becoming a head coach, that's the first place you want to go is there. You definitely they have no old line. They have receiver problems.
It's just too much to overcome, bro. Like,
that's why the Panthers they gotta sell them. We got a beach house and hey, you gotta sell them. That man. Just when you get in his ear, say, man, the Texans ain't nothing without you. Hey,
he gonna Carolina be nothing. He gonna Carolina become nothing.
They need you. Ask him for a pay raise and see what they say.
Bro, that would have been a complete
because they gonna continuously compare him to CJ, and CJ he with a good organization and he gonna continuously go up. Bryce, we don't know what's gonna happen with you.
He can only do so much. I'm sorry, and I hate when it's another bigger story, but it's changing. But I hate when the minority coaches. They always give them the bad situations, and they give the other, they give them the great situations. So like they did it in Houston as well. Like this wasn't a great situation in Houston. Like fresh new quarterback, first offensive coordinator, no defense. He had to do all that from the scratch. He has to do all that work. So you're basically set up to fail, rather than. I love him to death. We're gonna talk about him, but rather than like a job like the Chargers, like that's a premier coaching job. I know everyone had the eye, or the Falcons. That's a premier coaching job, that people want, because you have not only you have a franchise quarterback there, you got resources, you got roster cuts you can make to make cap. You got so much you can work with to change the team around into what you want it to be. So when it's time for next August, this is your team, this is your product, this is what you wanted. Rather than going to Carolina, I'm stuck with Bryce Young, who's not fully developed. We ain't got him a number one receiver that can develop him. We ain't got no O-line that can protect him to make sure he has insurance and everything like that. We don't have a running back. We ain't got a running back. We ain't got a running game. We ain't got a defense behind them that's going to get like we don't have any of these things. I'm stuck finding them in 3rd to 5th rounds, which is not impossible, but you trust in your front office is the ones who making them decisions. I'm telling them, hey, I want to draft this guy, but if they want it, they're going to draft what they want to draft. And if it's idiots it's higher than you, it's the whole product is going to be idiotic.
And before we do the last person, y'all make sure to like the stream. Make sure to follow if you're on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, make sure to follow. We're going to do, like I said, we consistent out here. We're going to do this NFL stuff for you. NFL season almost over, so we can hop into the NBA. Going to be a lot of different faces for the NBA. I ain't going to lie to you. A lot of different faces, but we still got the podcast coming for you. Last but not least, the hottest one. Jim Harbaugh leaves Michigan and goes to the Chargers to try to fix Herbert's plot. Is that possible?
Yes. This is the perfect man to do it. This is the perfect. I said it on my TikTok. What Jim Harbaugh brings: physicality and structure. He's like he's the little engine that could. At everywhere he's going to slowly bring it up, like build up momentum in his franchises and his programs. And when you get to the top, when you make it to the big game, you're going to be ready. If you remember them 2010s era, Navarro Bowman,
Was it balling?
Patrick, I forgot the name.
Willis.
Patrick Willis, 52, 53.
Justin Smith.
Alden Smith. Michael
balling?
Crabtree, Colin Kaepernick, Alex Smith, Frank Gore. Those teams, man, the 49er tradition that was in those teams is still in it today, like in that whole program, like what he did. And if you in the college football like me, Michigan, that was their whole identity, was to win ugly. Like ugly games, you better not get an ugly game with Michigan because you're not going to win it. They out physical the monster and Nick Saban. Nick Saban be at Alabama. Them players be eating the weights. That's how physical the Alabama. You don't out physical Nick Saban, and he did that. You know what I'm saying? So and he won at the college level at the highest peak. It was the perfect time to leave. You come here. You fix this Chargers team, which I believe was not physical at all. They were just a finesse team. They was gonna try to live and die by Justin Herbert's arm, which we've seen can only get you so far. I think he's gonna do a good job of building the team around Herbert to raise the floor of Herbert, because Herbert's ceiling is high, but his floor is very low. Like a bad game from Herbert. Is one of them games, you know what I'm saying? But we need a steady run game, so we get a bad game from Herbert. It's not, the wound won't hurt as bad. The game won't hurt as bad, and I think that's what John Harbaugh is gonna do. I said John, but Jim.
That man John like, yeah, I'm right now.
Yeah.
John, you definitely get the say because you have the most to say about Herbert. So you go ahead and
the most. Don't say hate. I don't be hating on him.
Yeah, you sure? We'll continue. Let's go.
I told you I only hate on 2 QBs, Jalen Hurts, and actually I'll be giving Jalen Hurts a lot of props. So right now, CJ, you can really say it. Only one I really hate on right now is CJ. But whatever. I mean, like I said, I like he's a winner. So at the end of the day, you got a winner, and right now you have a person who's not winning. I'm not gonna say the other word because it's too polarizing, but you know what the other word is. And so I think he'll help Justin Herbert learn how to actually win games. Because even though I have a lot to say about Justin Herbert, I do think he's talented. My only thing, I don't think talent translates into wins. People want it to, and sometimes it does, aka Mahomes. But a lot of times these talented QBs, it don't translate to wins. Josh Allen,
right?
Just saying, is Dak talent? I don't know. Dak, but regardless,
what the heck? Okay.
But point is, I think that just give Justin Herbert, he get a lot of grace. So now it's time. Now the pressure's on him because now he had a scapegoat. He had Staley and our defense, and now we about to see what you made of. Because I seen you play them Texans. See, now y'all
love bring that game up.
I ain't about to stray. Y'all about to make me stray.
He love bring that game up.
I seen you play them Raiders, and then finally I seen you play them Jags, and how them boys came. So Justin Herbert, this your opportunity to go and prove me wrong, which I hope you do, because prior to them getting mad that Dak had a higher rating than him, and they started talking about Dak, I'm not about to let you talk about Dak. But prior to that, I like Justin Herbert. I rooted for him, and even when he lost to the Texans, I'm like, bro, I wanted to see you in the playoffs. I like to see the young guys in the playoffs. I want to see what they made of.
You want to see CJ in the playoffs?
I don't want to see the Steelers. I don't care if Mike Tomlin, you're a great coach. I don't want to see you in the playoffs. I'm sorry, I just don't. So I want to see these young, talented, exciting teams in the playoffs. Like
CJ Stroud.
Yeah, like CJ Stroud. He exciting. Because he got a good OC, and when you got a good OC,
and he go all the way.
and hey, but I know I said a whole bunch of nothing, but overall, yeah, let's see what Justin Herbert made of. Jim Harbaugh, he's a winner, and so you should bring winning to this team. You're not gonna win in division, but you can.
I need him to
make the playoffs.
I want him to compete. I'm excited for the Chargers because I need someone in that division to do something. That division. That's obviously you're not going to beat the main character, but you can beat him once in a home game. Like do something like, bro. I need better, more competent teams in that division.
Just
and
show
Jim
up.
Harbaugh,
they beat him. They have beat them, right? The Chargers.
They beat Philip Rivers beat them 100 years ago. Yes, but we had a different.
Justin Herbert, he
different
never
era.
beat Mahomes.
That's who Josh Allen is.
I think he has.
We gonna talk about
Justin
it.
Herbert. No, Justin Herbert. Yeah, beat him once.
Josh
Beat
Allen.
him one time.
Josh Allen's the modern day Philip Rivers.
It was an early like game like that's interesting. It was an early game like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did beat him one time.
Yeah.
I need that to be more consistent. I need them to stop choking these games and losing by 3 consistently. Jim Harbaugh, I'm gonna tell you, when that San Francisco team before Jim Harbaugh was completely mediocre. No one talked about them. Their plot was awful. They were an awful team. But this whole culture change of the 49ers being great, I feel like started from that moment. Jim Harbaugh got hired. You get Alex Smith, and Alex Smith is a game magic quarterback. He's a good one, but a game magic quarterback.
The president.
Took the boys to 13 wins. And the only reason they didn't make the Super Bowl because that Giants plot was so strong. And overtime, my man just had to catch the ball. Kick off, he catches it, man, fumbled the ball. Giants recover, easiest field goal of all time, get to the Super Bowl. That's the only reason because underdog plot strong. You can't beat that. But the 49ers, they got and developed Colin Kaepernick to be a good quarterback for a couple years. So definitely, I'm excited for the Chargers. John,
Maurice said he in the backstage. Can you add him?
In the backstage?
Yeah.
That's very okay.
That was a good rant, Jesse. I heard it all. Man, you just get rambling and rambling and rambling.
The thing is about you being a backstage an hour, like
I was there for a minute.
How long? Like 10 minutes?
Nah, it's not that long. I ain't that crazy. Like 3 minutes.
Well, hey, I guess you here. You can close us out with this. But what was your thoughts on the AFC and NFC championship? I'm just curious.
I ain't watch it.
Did you know what happened? Do you know what happened in the AFC and NFC championship?
Yeah, I think the Ravens won and the Lions won, right?
And it's gonna be a good. They said they couldn't have the Ravens and Lions in the Super Bowl for I can't say the reason why, but it's like I can't say the reason why, but they said the Roger Goodell couldn't let that happen. So I knew that.
I remember the day before. This is random. I had a dream that Patrick Mahomes threw this 70-yard touchdown against the Ravens. So I figured they was gonna lose that game then.
Oh no, but it's the main character. And
it was cool.
It's official.
I watched highlights of it on Instagram. It was cool.
Was it really? I need to get Black Star on here, bro. I need to get Black
I want
Star,
the Lions, if anything, to win.
He mad as hell right now.
Now you jinxed him. You definitely jinxed. You jinxed him and you jinxed his drawer.
No, but I didn't expect. What did I say to the drawer? Let me see.
How you feeling right now? How you?
Jinxed the shit.
I did not expect him to say something so confident though. He should have took the softer approach. Man, I hope we win.
He said amazing. Well, I had a feeling the Lions were gonna come with something. Haha. Just keep our foot in the gas.
Yes. That's fucked up.
They said,
but
say that again.
It was sort of you could see it though.
Well, amazing. That's crazy. I had a feeling.
Lions got no plot.
Lions got no plot.
They went up. They went up 14.
So how you felt about how you felt about the coaching decisions? Did you watch?
No, I didn't watch the game, but I've heard he went for it on 4th down twice. I mean, yeah, he probably should have kicked the field goal because he would have been.
It's kind of hard to gauge it if you didn't watch it, but overall, he should have kicked him.
The second time, that was terrible. But Maurice, you said 14-0. What were you thinking when they were 14-0? I'm just
kidding. They was gonna lose.
You thought that you knew from the get-go that there's no shot.
They was playing too the 49ers were playing way too bad for it to be realistic. It was way too bad. They were playing way too bad for it to be that realistic.
But Maurice, there was no time in that game where you see the Lions at the lead and you just looking bro, you have that face just astonishment and shock that this bad plot club president team they the CEO of the club.
I think no. Once they went to halftime, once they got that touchdown with Jamar Gibbs, I think his name is. But was that in halftime? Was that before halftime or after halftime? I can't remember.
Before. They ain't do nothing after halftime.
Okay. Yeah. So once they had that touchdown with Jamar Gibbs, then they went to halftime. Okay, we'll see how this really works. Because nobody in the 49ers were playing good. Not a single person, and that's just not their way. Shout out to Smitty. Where's Smitty at? I forgot he up in there.
Oh yeah, Smitty all the way up there. Smitty, let's see. You know, he just chilling right now. He said he's gonna handle the AFC. He gonna handle the AFC for ya.
Ravens, it's just yeah.
Ain't got no plot, boy.
It's just yeah.
I think this is well. Wait, let me ask you. So, do you think Lamar Jackson has a shot at winning the Super Bowl? I'm asking you, Maurice.
Yeah, he'll get one. He'll do some Dirk shit.
Oh, adversity plot. You got to like get that Peyton Manning plot, bro. Peyton Manning had the same.
It might not be on the Ravens though.
For real?
It might not be on the Ravens. It might go somewhere else.
I thought we already had this issue last year when they were talking about he wanted to get traded and then he came back and it was supposed to be a perfect story and it ended up not being that much of a story because specifically
somewhere else.
Yeah, he sold the opportunity.
That's a good story.
Well, I can't really say he sold because Mahomes. It was more Mahomes taking the opportunity than you selling it. Same thing with Josh Allen. He just take their milk and cookies every chance he get.
Hey, Maurice, I'm telling you, boy, they said this is the weakest the Chiefs have looked. Boy, the weakest Chiefs look. This is the most vulnerable they are, beating the Dolphins, the Bills, and the Ravens.
That's crazy. And boy, they on crazy run. This shit might be better than my run.
Yeah. Well, after they finished with the Dolphins and they went to face the Bills, I was like, nah, it's up. Because they weren't dropping passes.
Yeah,
they just looked like a complete team when they faced the Dolphins, and it was cold. So I'm like, them boys back,
bro. Maurice, the last team,
no way, Josh Allen beating him.
The last time Mahomes and Brady was not in the AFC Championship, y'all were playing in it.
I know. Ain't that something?
That's the longest drought, bro. Y'all the longest drought, playoff drought.
Who y'all played?
Not win drought, playoff.
Steelers.
Play the Steelers. They lost. They couldn't get over all that plot. They beat Manning, then they beat Brady.
LaDainian Tomlinson, the touchdown king, got stopped at the one.
They couldn't beat Roethlisberger. It couldn't be all. That was Mission Impossible, bro. You couldn't beat that. That was too much. You ain't got no plot for that. But hey, next week we'll definitely be back here. We'll do some more because there'll be new storylines obviously as the Super Bowl progresses.
Maybe
but
new head coaches.
When's basketball start?
A basketball podcast. It's starting soon. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's scoring 70. There's a lot to talk about with that. So, we'll definitely have a conversation with everybody scoring 70 in the defense of the era. Should probably start within the next 2 weeks because we're going to be wrapping up our football stuff. I'm going to miss it, man. I'm going to miss all these moments right here, bro. I miss everybody failing in different ways, bro. Everybody failing.
Thank God this year.
And the Jets was the first one to do it. But they wrapped up. They started off our season strong. Everybody failed right after that. And
what was the? Oh, y'all all Cowboys fans. Never mind.
What'd you buy?
What? I was going to say what was the order, but everybody here are Cowboys fans. But I guess the order, so I failed first. Who was at the Broncos? Like in terms of our fandom on the pod, and then
who else? The Eagles. The Cowboys failed, and then the Eagles. Because
the Browns.
The Browns failed.
Oh, the Browns fell first.
It was quick. We fell right after, but they was first.
Browns, and then the Cowboys, and then the Eagles, and then I wrap it up.
But honestly, the Eagles, they when they lost to the Cardinals, everybody knew it was up.
Yeah, they dropped.
Tommy,
we knew
it was like they knew their plot was bad. So the Cowboys, because the Cowboys came in really strong. The Cowboys were coming in strong. The Eagles was not. So you can say the Eagles failed first, and then they lost. So both of them, who had the worst fail? Everybody. It was the Eagles or the Cowboys. It gotta be one of them two. Maybe Denver had a shot when they had that 70-point thing, but then they kind of had a little thing, and then
the worst fail.
What worst fail? Or the Browns? It's
kind of
the Browns.
I mean, we probably had the worst fail. Most heartbreaking, probably the Browns.
Wait, why the Browns?
He said, ain't no way we losing to the Texans.
Oh yeah.
And Baker Mayfield balling in the first round, the guy you traded away, and then you're helping me at the same time.
Man, he balling in the second round.
Me. Yeah. Hey, I'd say out of everybody in this postseason, I think who had my loss wasn't that bad. It was bad, but wasn't heartbreaking. I can just take that loss and chalk it up. Someone else probably got blown. I think the Dolphins had a bad loss too because them boys were supposed to not be there. So no, I can't say that. I can't say that.
They lost in 2 minutes.
Yeah, the score wasn't that bad, but
they lost in 2 minutes versus the Titans.
Yeah, so they lost is terrible actually. So technically, I guess no one else got a. No, I think I guess I'd be the only one with the loss that wasn't
out.
Heartbreaking.
My loss filled the entire season.
Your loss is
all 17.
The most iconic. Your loss is still the most iconic loss out of everybody here because it's just so quick and it was It was on like on film. We see the whole moment on film. That level of plot is great.
I didn't even see the flag part. I ain't see when he came out the flag. I started watching the game late, and then
you should have saw that. It was
I see them. I'm like,
I was worse. I watched the Hard Knocks, the build up. They was just hyping it up.
Yeah, man. That man fell down and did a roll back.
Tried to get up like nothing was hurting, huh? He said, "Boy, ain't no way."
Bro,
boy, ain't no way.
And
y'all tried to say, "Oh, maybe it's an ankle injury." I was like, "Nah, my play ain't that good." That shit.
But that Maurice clip to this day is the most viewed clip on his YouTube channel for sure. This Maurice clip of him, I'm telling you, that moment is the most iconic moment of this whole season. Is immediate. On 9/11, that man plot was terrible immediately. That's tough.
And a date.
You got to see Zach Wilson run out there.
And they had a whole meme with Aaron Rodgers with the flag, and every time you see it, that means you know it's immediate, it's something quick. Like your whole season, like say, like when they say, every time you see it.
Crazy.
Oh,
hey yo, you did a great job, Maurice.
Oh yeah, you remember last week we was saying our favorite moments from the season?
Yeah,
I forgot to mention my favorite moment was when Maurice got mad at you for not accepting his apology from the DC. What's his name?
I don't remember that shit. Wait,
Quentin Williams.
Yeah,
Quentin Williams.
Jesse didn't accept the
apology. Take the apology.
That shit was so quick.
Bro, that was too funny.
And they had a good time. They started riling that man up. Say that they love every time Maurice say something or do something that's a little more bass boosted or something. That man John jumped right in. That's funny, but that's your hype man for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So I got to come back next year, right? I got to be on the podcast next year.
Well, Aaron Rodgers coming back, so we'll see.
No, I'm
see how that plot works.
Nah, I'm ready. If I got to see one more Zach Wilson, yeah, this is
that dude who had got mad at you in the comments when he was
yeah, he was pissed off. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, he said we wasting bandwidth.
Now
he said, you don't know, you don't be watching. That's what he told me. He said you don't be watching.
Hey, wait, he knew that man Maurice know his plot more than anyone. So yeah, y'all listen to him when he say he curse. Hey, thank you guys for checking out and watching this podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe / follow for more. Hey, we had a fun time. The NFL season almost over. Be tuned for the NBA season. Like I said, all of us are in Cancun, which makes sense. The only two teams can be in the Super Bowl.
How we done?
Yeah,
we done.
How we done? You think are we hour 56?
Started about an hour 50 minutes ago.
we still got time.
I got time for that boy. But hey, y'all, make sure y'all like this video. We're gonna have another video next week. We're gonna make it a little fun next week. I'm gonna have I'm gonna do next week. I'm gonna do a little game for y'all next week. It's the Pro Bowl week. We'll do a little game,
games again, bro.
We're gonna have a good time. And Maurice, you gotta be on it because I gotta see the choke job live. I gotta see because if you want to see some Josh Allen plot when it comes to games, boy, Maurice the king of that boy. I never seen anybody choke more in my life than that man Maurice boy. That man be having 10 game leads. He be having big boy leads and choke every time. We gonna have a good time. So hey, make sure to tune into that, and we will catch you guys on the next podcast. We're out of here. Peace.